Welcome back. So the reason I'm sharing my journey is so that somebody out there can pick one or two lessons from it. This story is about how God used my journey to shape my life's mission. My name is Barrister Mrs. Uzamaka Egembo Keke, and this is my story. In my last story, I shared how I stepped away from my legal career to raise my children. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. But after a while, something began to change inside me. Have you ever been in a season where everyone around you could see that you are doing well, but deep down inside you, something was waiting to come alive? That was me. My husband was taking good care of our family. We were not lacking. There was no pressure for me to go out there and work to pay any bills, no matter how small. Even now. Yet, I wanted something I could build, something that could challenge me, something that could add value to my growth. I remember becoming restless. Looking back now, I laugh. I laugh about it because I chose to become a full-time housewife. I knew it would be a season I would have to prioritize my family over making money, but I didn't know it was a season of complete dependence on another human being. And thank God, my husband was kind and he appreciated that sacrifice. And within the period when I doubted if I could continue, he told me that I have a desk and a chair, an office I could still go back to. He never held anything against me. He never withheld anything from me, no matter the misunderstanding. He never for one day looked down on me or made me feel less of myself because I couldn't contribute to the household financially. If I asked for anything, he would provide it as far as he has it. One day, my husband looked at me, knowing how much I wanted to earn money from home without going out. He asked me, why don't you start selling land to people who are looking for genuine land to put their money into and save the value of their money from inflation? This was not the multi-billion naira properties I had walked around while I was still a lawyer in the firm. Those transactions could take months, even years, to conclude. Instead, he suggested land banking, smaller investment plots that ordinary people can afford and that might sell from time to time. I asked him, how can I sell real estate without going out to look for investors? He told me the very statement that I have been working with from that day till now. He said that the God of the mountain is still the God of the valley. What he simply meant was that the same God that gave people who went outside to look for investors will still bring my own investors to me wherever I am. And even though it didn't make a lot of sense, but after a while, it started making sense. So now, to the point where I had to actually start. What I didn't know then was how intentional he was. As a lawyer that he is, he didn't just buy any land for me to sell because he wanted me to make money. He wanted me to start on a very strong foundation. So he went all out for it. He carefully investigated every property, checked the documents, ensured that each land banking plot had at least 5 exit strategies, not just the option to sell or develop when development comes, like some land banking investors have. He wanted us to have more options just in case buyers do not show up. He wanted each land, no matter the size, to have the ability to create housing without financing from the owner of the property when development comes, even if the size is 380 square meters. He also ensured that some processes that were usually not done by direct allottees were done. And even if they were not done before he got the property, he will pay extra money and get it done before it gets to me for sale. He knew something I didn't. They may sell after development, meaning he was already looking into 8 to 10 years time. In fact, it took me 1 year to sell my very first land banking plot. Some took 4 years. Some we bought then were not sold as land banking because development started coming into the locations while we were still waiting for buyers. His money was tied down all that time. I usually remind myself that he tied his money down all that time just to support me and give me a strong foundation to start my business. At that time, I thought I was simply learning to sell land that are inside the bush. Now I realize I was learning something much more valuable: patience, discipline, and the importance of building on a solid foundation. Life has a funny way of doing that. Sometimes what feels like delay is actually preparation for the assignment you haven't seen yet. Looking back, those slow years didn't hold me back. They shaped me. Have you ever gone through a season where something wasn't happening as quickly as you hoped for, only to realize later that the waiting was preparing you for something much bigger? I would love to hear your story in the comment section. Thank you for walking this journey with me. If this story reminds you of your own journey or that of someone you love, I would be honored if you shared it with them. Please drop a comment so that more people can see this video. Share it and see you on the next episode.